Hello, everyone. Today's date is February 24th. It's Friday. You're at the C4C. I'm joined with Yoram, Peter, Boaz, and Goma, Daniel, and Melanie. My name is Newman. Welcome to our Friday session of the C4C.
And we have no agenda today. Just it's going to be talking about business and connecting with what we've been doing and challenges we have and what we look to for the future and what's on our heart that we're hoping we have help for. So I'm going to go on mute. Who wants to start this off?
I'll jump in. Just a real quick thing, because I do want to go in. There's a giant snowstorm in Northern California, and I'm a bit worried about my yard. There's one or two things I want to check. But by way of update, I am working with Nori and Melanie, and also Curtis Myers on the Community Collaboration Standards closeout reporting and documentation. We've got this document going, and I'll share that in the chat. And it's exciting because it's really something that we've been doing in the background all along, and now it's sort of bringing this into focus. Can I share? I could share the screen really quick. You guys wanted to look over this document really quick. Would that be something you would be interested in seeing? Thumbs up. Okay.
Yes, please. Sure.
I don't. Can you see that? Does that look good?
Yes. It looks okay.
So basically, here are the deliverables for the report. Community surveys, which we've been doing by noticing what's going on at Gimbal Labs, WADA, Swarm, Little Fish. I've actually got a sort of a working document of all the tooling and things that they're doing as communities. We also said we would do 12 meetups, which we've done, and 3 monthly meetups, which we've done. Sessions with 5 different communities, and we've got those. And then all of these processes. So like marketing and security. For instance, just this morning, we had a security issue of passwords. Like, how do other communities like Swarm handle their passwords? And then sensitive information. You've got all these other things, but there was also this down here in member development. What do we do about inactive members? Daniel and Melanie, the thing that we've been working on lately is this accounting and the word that no one knows how to, especially me, knows how to say. We don't, but wallets, and there's things that we tried out with D-Work. Now, all of the different, and I'll wrap up there, but all of these communities are, which is the intention of this proposal, all of these communities are sort of solving these issues. And we want to, the purpose and intent of the proposal is to collect and be sort of the in-between, and then share that information in an open source sort of way. So if you're interested in this project, please be in touch. As we, most of the work is done, but really right now is we're collecting it and then generating the final report and the closeout.
So you are collecting the data from these communities, and you are comparing what they are doing?
Yes, we have collected the data throughout the going on 9-10 months. It was first funded in May. Our first monthly report happened in May, and basically, for instance, the community sign up is something that for events and things. It's something that I attribute to. Well, there's 2 methods that are going on out there. One is the Swarm style, where there's a form that you fill out to get into the after town hall. And then there's the Gimbal Labs playground style, which is on a Miro board, a table in the Miro board. And we've kind of adopted lately for our weekly Wednesday meetups, the Gimbal Labs way of doing it, because of a couple of things. So as we collected all this stuff, we're just sort of now focusing it. Yeah.
It sounds very good because you know, we have to figure these things out, and it's absolutely, you know, good to have some like framework or some like guidelines or maybe suggestions how to do it, and then we can, you know, choose our own way. So yeah, sounds good.
So
Yeah,
part of the
kind of like a case
proposal,
study.
just a small part of it, is comparing it to what other people are, you know, to not have to reinvent the wheel, or to use what we can copy and paste. And then we've come up with our own workings and issues and solutions that we're trying to combine into a document that's open source. And then hopefully, you know, these challenges that we have of getting you into the Google Drive, not going to be an issue for somebody else.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
you can Google
yeah.
that, but where does it lead you, right? What
So-
answer does it give you?
One suggestion I have is to start. This is great, and one suggestion I have is start putting it in a Gitbook, kind of a format or in a certain format, and always put in your mind, please, when we put it online or write it and so on, how can it be used by other people, right? Because it's kind of, it's, if you want, it's a kind of a decentralized way to, and standards to manage a community. It can be kind of a package of tools, basically, to manage a community. And I think that could be a huge service that we give to.
So when you say put it on Gitbook, does that mean put it on now and collaborate on the document itself?
I think
Or-
no, on the
or do
document we
we-
can collaborate, but as a kind of final report, I mean, it could be there, right?
Yeah, so then we complete it as we are on Google Drive, which we've kind of learned how to navigate. And then the final report we can add onto Gitbook, and then others can collaborate on it as
Yeah,
well.
and then, you know what, why not? That's actually a very good idea, and then, so you can say, this is what Cardano4Climate came up in the last 9 months that it's working on it. This is all the standard, and other communities can add the standard. I think this is great. That will be a center of location for adding community management standards. And then each one is tools, because you can have, I don't know, this is Excel for meetups, or a draft for agenda, right? All of that can be, it's tools that people can adopt and take them. I think that's huge service.
And then the main idea is that it's a service to other communities. You know,
Yeah. First of all, for us, right, to manage, and then a service for other communities. Yeah.
So I have a question, Newman. So what we've been working in accounting and how to divide the remuneration, should I make a template that we add to that GitHub or Gitbook? Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yes. If you could make a generic template, that would be, that'd be ideal. And that's sort of in the you know, that illustrates Yoram's point. You know, first we build it for ourselves. We look around and see how others are doing it. We build it for ourselves, and then we make it available to, you know, other communities.
And we can even, yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Please, no. So,
Well, that in my mind is the food web interaction. It's sort of like we're in a give and take. We're in a community, you know, we're interfacing with each other.
Yeah, and what I will suggest to put there, you say, okay, if you appreciate a certain tool and you want to contribute ADA to that, you know, you contribute ADA to that. And then the tool is there for the community to use. If you use it or appreciate it, you know, contribute ADA.
Yeah.
And so we can continue and maintain the service, right? And manage it, and someone has to do it.
What's the difference between Gitbook and GitHub?
I think GitHub is more for development and so on, and Gitbook is kind of a nice way. You can think about it as a kind of chapter of books that you put. So it's a nicer way to, like for people like me, which are not developers, to actually put it in a I can tell you, I can show you. We are starting to
So
work on that.
GitHub is more like the editing portion of it, and Gitbook is going to be more of the final drafts.
Yeah,
that
kind
are
of.
still editable, but it's
Yeah.
is it more user friendly? Like as far
I
as
didn't edit on that. I think there is Cole and Joe that are working on, because we are writing a proposal about. We have a proposal that I wrote actually about open. How it's called? Yeah, onboarding companies, right? So there is kind of it's like a full description how to onboard companies. So now they are putting it in the Gitbook. So that's cool, and we can definitely. I think it could be interesting to start putting kind of say, hey, if you like the service and you want to contribute some ADA so we can continue and maintain it, please contribute to this wallet, and there's kind of the project wallet, and then the project decide what to give it to.
Okay, so for now we're going to keep working on this. I'm thinking immediately, Newman, you've asked to go check.
Yeah,
because of the
I've got
storm, so-
my sister-in-law is checking in. She's sort of stranded out there, and my niece and nephew are next door. So what I might do is just I'll see if I can get back. But that was my big update with the community collaboration standards. My hope is very high. It's a 9 or a 10. I'm really stoked to be sort of initiating and trying to get push this one through and getting it done at ASAP. And I yeah, let's continue to work more. And you can also keep updated on that document. That's going to be the main working document.
Perfect. Looks beautiful, Newman. A lot of work you've done since I saw it last, so it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'll just go off the video and put on mute.
Perfect. Who's up next?
I can go next if no one. So for me, the next step now, which accounting is kind of in the pipes, as we can call it, and running. The next step is as a community. I'm really keen to start organizing the monthly collaborative meetup, and I think that's something that definitely is needed in the community, in the cross communities. And what does it mean? I mean, this is one of our goals for 2023, and I think a lot of people are expecting that. And it means that we set up a meetup for a certain date where we invite all the different communities that can come or cannot come to give a 2-3 minute update about what they achieved last month, how is it going. And they can even have some questions or some, what they need support with, or kind of put together some stuff. So I think that's something that is very, we need to push it. We need some energy to push it, and basically decide a date, have a working team on that, and see if we want to make it happen. I think February is done, but I can imagine it happening in the 2nd or 3rd week of March. That's kind of something that I think will be very huge value for the community. So yeah. So I don't know if anyone wants to jump in and work on that, or I just need after the weekend to relax a bit and then start pushing it next week. That's something I'm quite keen on. Basically, today we are kind of finishing the sprint, and we are starting a new sprint next week. Or
It's flexible at this point. So,
Okay.
so for me, I am jumping in and helping you. Daniel, you said you're into helping Yoram?
Yeah.
That's great.
There you go. I will be available as soon as the accounting is set up and rolling and happening. So it could be 1 or 2 weeks, but I'm definitely in to help you with this. May or may not be for this event, but it will be in the future.
What would you need specifically, Yoram?
So, I mean, again, if we start thinking, first of all, I need the right energy. I mean, I'm so swamped now with the stuff, but so I need the right energy and kind of that we push it. And I know that it's not only on me, because my head is in many places now. But basically, we already spoke with several communities. I mean, the idea is first of all, start putting together who we want to invite. So it's an open invitation. So kind of preparing the invitation. Any impact-driven initiative or community can join. Start making sure that
community or project.
So it can be both. It can be
anyone.
WADA. So if it's related to a community, they can come and speak. But the idea is to, I mean, we can think about WADA. We can think about obviously Gimbal Labs, LATAM. So it can be different communities, and then it can be different projects, like especially even more mature project like Empower, World Mobile. So they can come and give 2 minutes. So we see based on, we kind of need to probably prepare a registration who wants to come and present. And also based on that, we can actually, New Ventures, yeah. New Venture is the company we spoke with, right? Is the Seed Stars of Mexico, if I remember, right? So I mean, for me, it's people that are already in the ecosystem. So we give each other a monthly update, and we hear what others are doing, and that enables us to basically connect better between us. And CF will come, IOG will come, and Imargo will come as well. Okay, and how did it send to C4C? So C4C is kind of just, if you want, facilitating the event. So we facilitate part of the objective for C4C for 2023 is basically facilitate collaboration between the impact communities. And this is a way that we can facilitate collaboration between the impact communities. And I think, again, if we do it very good and it will work well, I honestly believe the communities also will support it and something that can get financed and that we can do it on a regular basis. Because I think it's really needed for the community. So...
Okay,
yeah.
so based on, if I can jump in, based on what you said, I think I can help with some like, very short intro video for the format. We will set up. We would set up the date, timeline, everything, and based on what we already have, like nothing new, but the videos we already have, like very short clip. We talked about it before with Melanie. Actually, she had some ideas there. So I'm now bringing this back to create really very short, some intro, like an invitation to the event.
I think that can be massive because and so that can be massive, and together with this speak with 10 people, can kind of speak already with some group that will confirm that they are coming. So we'll make sure that at least for the first event we will have minimum 10, 15 companies, which I think is very feasible. And that's something that we can then promote as a video to all the community and then organize the next event. I really see it as a simple and needed event, but we need to do it professionally, as you suggested. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, good.
So yeah, so
I have a team to work on presenter slides.
Okay, with this team.
Or people send in their own, right?
So yeah, so let's write what we need for that. If we have time, I don't know if everyone agree, we can use the next 25 minutes just to write down what we need, unless there is another topic to talk about.
Just so we know, we've got 2 other pressing issues: the video collaboration already ongoing. How about we save the to-do list, Yoram, to the end, and give Peter a chance to talk about the videos, and Daniel about the accounting. It won't take very long.
Yeah, let them speak about that, and then if we have time, we start working. Otherwise, we do it. Perfect.
Yeah, actually, I don't know what you mean, Melanie. Like
just whatever, because I think that you had mentioned that in the collaboration standard with Miguel in the chat, that you wanted to speak about something first.
It's I'm not sure if this is interesting for you. I mentioned it in the chat for Miguel because he is forwarding this message to Sebastian from Cardano4Climate. It is about my project I did for Catalyst, or it's co-financed by Catalyst, and it's called Blockchain Class. It's an educational program. It's 30 minutes. It's filmed in studio. It has animations. It's with professional voiceover. So it's like an educational really basics of blockchain. So I'm just bringing this up to figure out whether there is some way how we could use it. You know, it will be released on my website on March 1st. So it's available.
So that's impact onboarding, isn't it, too, right? Would that be part of it, Yoram, Daniel? What do you think?
If it's part of the project of impact onboarding, or
Yes, I'm wondering about the education piece.
I think Cole and Daniel did some great job there, and maybe it can be attached or so on. Don't just need to ask Daniel and Cole.
Yeah, that would be great. We still have budget coming, so I think that's also something that we can give, and yeah, we can definitely add it. There's a couple of difficulties on how we did the methodology right now. We are now working with Boaz to translate everything into French, and also everything has been translated into Spanish. So just to take that into account, that if we are adding something, we have to translate to those two languages as well.
And what do you mean by adding? What it means adding? Adding where?
Or, well, to the list of videos or to the impact onboarding. We did a packet with a lot of information and different documents and links to videos. So adding everything so it's up to date. But yeah, we would love that. As much as we can add, it will make it better.
It's more exposure for this work too, right?
Yeah.
And then it's something that somebody else may resonate with more, you know, as far as understanding the blockchain. It gives exposure. It's this cross collaboration, having Boaz translated into other languages. Otherwise, we can keep reinventing these things, right? And redoing them. It'd be really nice to see us working together on this more.
Yeah, you know, the project is finished. It's now ready for the community. So I reached out to several people and communities. I'm in contact with Vinay from Konma. I'm talking with Emurgo Academy about it. So there are options, you know, but whoever would love to use it, I'm open to, you know, give you access.
And it's also a funded proposal. So are you?
It is.
Do you feel like you've been paid for it?
Yeah.
So it's fully paid for.
It's fully funded.
So it's open source. So in that sense, adding it to our impact onboarding, you know, there's going to be some work, Peter, that may be outside of that what you got funded for, if we're doing more work on it. But, you know, then it could be just a matter of translating it into other languages, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in terms of open source, it's a bit tricky because it's still, you know, like there is some copyright somehow.
Okay.
So yes, but yes, in a sense, it's open source.
So we'll make sure that we recognize that the fact that this is not to be copied and pasted and somebody else puts their name on it.
Yeah, that's the thing, to keep the name.
Right.
So it has credits, but okay.
Let's honor that and recognize that you. So to be clear, you're not asking for more to share this with us, or if you are, let's clear that up.
Yeah, let me be clear. I thought before that you are connected with Blockchain Learning Center that David ran, but so that was my initial offer, that it could be on this platform. Yeah, if there's some other option where to use it, which platform, like Cardano Spot, for example, you know, that's what I'm suggesting too.
We definitely can connect it to the BLC. Actually, we've been having regular meetings with David, me and Cole, and he's been stepping away a little bit from the BLC because he's doing a co-working company and bean chain company, and he wants to add as much and whatever is available from us. So definitely, if you can send me some links, I'll tell David about it. I'll connect you guys, and we can go from there. I think BLC is a great way to have exposure.
I added the chat, Daniel. It's a video collaboration chat. If you want to join that, it's the Telegram link there.
Yeah, there is the link for the trailer actually.
Awesome.
I definitely think we need to look into strong collaboration with the Cardano Spot. And Petr, maybe you can lead that, also this connection as part of Cardano4Climate, kind of, if it's interesting, kind of all the video you do here. I mean, there's a lot of connection, you know, that can be in videos or calls through content or whatever there is. So I think it's very interesting to see, because we need to speak with them. How can we collaborate with them on a regular basis, not just sometime when we have something? Let's define what they need. We can actually act proactive also for the collaboration. I think it's worthwhile to have a discussion with Miguel about that between us.
Yeah, I think you are right. Yeah, Miguel said that he's forwarding the message about blockchain class, and so it's like a start. And yes, definitely we should talk to Miguel about.
And to Boaz's point, we need also to think how we, you know, how Cardano Spot can be in multi-language, right? So how can we provide this information also to onboard communities which have less accessibility, if it's Spanish or French, or whoever can participate and be kind of this connector. So that will be obviously a huge. I think again, if we position ourselves, and I ask Sebastian and Miguel, we can ask them to position ourselves as helping them make it happen through connection to the community. I think there is value creation there, right? That can be, then we can discuss how to do it and so on. But yeah, so kind of a little bit formalize this relationship, if it makes sense. Anyway, just a discussion to have with Miguel and Sebastian.
Just do it.
Just do it, yeah.
Right. So there is conversation going on in that chat, Daniel, if you wanted to join it, or you guys figure something else out. Miguel's there as well.
I can't see past messages.
Okay, I'm going to change that right now.
Awesome.
In the meantime, do you want to talk about accounting?
Yeah, I'll talk about accounting real quick. So seeing how Fund 7 worked, I think we've identified a couple of good things, a couple of things that could be done better. We are now transitioning into the Fund 8 proposals. I was supposed to be working and presenting today budgets for Fund 8. Well, templates for the budgets or suggestions to how to divide the budgets. I really didn't have enough time to finish that up, so I'm gonna work on that through the weekend and bring it to the meeting on Tuesday. But the idea is for us to go over the proposals for Fund 8, select different types of pools relating to each one of the proposals. Let's say marketing and PR should get a percentage of the budget. A core team, we're gonna bring what we did for Fund 7, which is dividing, well, 3 main pools are already decided. 10% goes to the C4C treasury, 10% goes to community activities that as of now, we don't know really what we're gonna do with that money. It's gonna be decided in the community, but we're gonna set aside a percentage of each one of the proposals, and another pool for other work, which is all that's being done and has been done to push these proposals and finish with the reporting and final details on the proposals, or maybe some stuff that hasn't been done and needs to be done. So the idea is for us to next week present something that to get feedback from the community when it comes to the percentages of each one of the pools, and then go to a second stage where we start dividing on individual basis or people that worked on the proposals. Does that sound okay, Melanie? Am I missing something?
No, it's good. It's just to be clear that when we decide these percentages, you know, I look at Cardano4Climate, the work we do, as a big picture, and then we get funding and we divvy it up amongst these different groups. If you're involved in PR, you're going to know how much work that takes, but you're part of a bigger picture. Yoram, if you're involved in getting funding, you're part of the bigger picture, and you know what percent that should be. So eventually we figure out funding comes in and it gets divvied up in certain percentages. That's a big community decision. Then that percent for PR, that gets divvied up amongst the people that are involved in the PR. That's how I see it going forward. When we were small, probably a lot easier to turn up on a Friday and say, you know, everybody gets this. Peter, hand up.
When I first came, actually, I thought that you have some kind of system similar to what Kimba Labs have. I mean, for example, there is this fund, and you have 100 gimbals. Like, it's a total amount of budget you have. And for each task, you will say, okay, so this task is worth 3 gimbals. This task is worth 10 gimbals. And you can only spend up to 100, and that's how you will divide, you know, this 100%. So just saying it as an idea.
Very good idea. This is going forward into figuring it out. We've backtracked and looked at the past. We're looking at Fund8 now to divvy that up, and then into the future we can do that. It's definitely feedback that's welcome, and we'll figure out how to put that in together. Update from my end, and Daniel, I did change that on the permissions, so you should be able to see all those now, all the past messages from that Telegram chat. So from my end, we have 2 documents, a working document, and which Daniel's working on right now to figure out these percents. We're working on all of them, Fund8 onboarding, events, collaboration standards. So these are all things that we're working on at this point to get those finished. Fund7 is well underway. There's still a little bit of feedback that I have not gotten back from people. If you see it's in green here, it's been paid out, and I have to update these colors because I believe this one is also green, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll check. And that is events. And then you'll also see the budget that, sorry, there we go. So the budget is the way we've broken it up into all the details. And then in the transactions, we have who got what and what needs to be done. For example, here, Yoram, just need some feedback on you to feel, you know, that this is okay. You're comfortable with this. And I know that we've received your test data, so we've confirmed your wallet. And then it would be a matter of just you saying, yep, go ahead. And then we change it to pending. And that red shows me that I go back in and I pay out this amount from our Eternal wallet. Okay. Any questions?
No, and also I've updated all of the balances in the wallets, so it's up to date with all the transactions that we've made. So I'll try to keep that as updated as possible, maybe every 1 or 2 days as we do transactions. And yeah, to what Peter said, I think that the difficulty of what we're doing now is that as there wasn't really a system set up. It's like going back in time and figuring out how to do it. But definitely we are learning from this experience, and the idea is for future funding to have a clear methodology or framework on how to divide that money. And also one of the things that we really are paying attention is how to incentivize work within the community. So not work now and maybe get paid later or expect some payment, but see work that is needed with payment included. So
And
yeah.
it'll encompass both people that want to be paid by the task, something like translation, for example, translating a video. That's pretty straightforward, worth X number of ADA or gimbals or whatever it might be. We can figure those out. If it's a 3-hour video, we do some test runs, we figure out what a fair amount for that is, and then we can set that up. There's going to be the somebody pools that are just stuff we just have no idea what's coming. And that's the big learning experience from this one. It's not, you cannot write everything to begin with. You don't know what's coming, especially in a decentralized community. And I hope that this is going to be as fair as possible to encompass everybody. Okay, so Yoram, we have 8 minutes, unless there's other questions about the budget. Let's get your to-do list going.
So I started already to write the document, and you can see I shared the link in the chat. So I don't know if anyone doesn't have access to it on Cardano4Climate.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Okay,
So I will ask.
Just ask, but yeah, I will give you access. Really starting basic. Let me show. I don't have here. One second, if the account of Cardano4Climate. 1 second. I don't know account.
So I just got the warning about the suspicious activity on the Google account, and I just clicked yes, it's me, because we know that that's you, Peter, trying to sign in. So we're not going to flag it as
Yeah, I
something.
asked for access.
It doesn't give me access
Interesting.
actually to the. It's funny. I
Listen,
can check 1 second.
this one, this is no, see, it's a suspicious attempt to sign in with your password in Czechoslovakia. So it's actually showing me recent security activity. And then
Yep.
yours, I'm going to say that yes,
Yeah.
it was me. You already replied.
Okay.
It's all okay, good. So just so that you're not flagged.
Yeah, but it was 20 minutes ago, so you know.
That was today, 20 minutes ago. There was
Yep.
also on February 22nd. I'm going to just check that
Yep.
one. And
That-
it's all,
it was
it just
also me.
shows that you're okay.
Yeah, and Jem didn't come back to me yet, so sorry for that.
iPhone, YouTube.
But Cole is here now. Maybe Cole, you can try it again and Cole will approve it. Hey, Cole.
I've never seen this message before about checking all the activity.
What do you
Cole's came up as well. And
hi,
now
Cole.
I've said it's recognized. So there's no problem. Shouldn't be any problem.
Yeah, so basically you are registered as one of the, when Peter is trying to log in to Cardano4Climate and approve his computer, you are registered as one of the people that get the code.
Okay, here, through the phone YouTube app, I am signed in for Cardano4Climate. If you do it right now, I should be able to give you the number code.
Okay,
Perfect.
awesome. And should we
Okay,
still
so-
record this, or should we just go ahead and stop recording?
We can stop recording. I mean, you are not giving him the code in any way, right? I mean,
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it's a random-
not sharing screen anyway, so
yeah.
You should be.
you can continue. Okay, so Cole, I'm sending it again.
Okay.
Do you want to put it in the chat, the PIN number, whatever you get?
No,
Yes.
I will
No,
send it to your
Cole.
Cole's Telegram.
Okay. Oh, Cole, you directly, do you want to send it to Peter then via Telegram?
What
I just
number
sent
is I think they are randomized every time someone tries to log in, so it should be
I just sent it to your Telegram, Cole.
perfect.
yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
perfect. You should be good to go now.
Okay, perfect. And Cole,
I
sorry
didn't
for
even know
this.
I
I
had
know you're
access
not
to
feeling
that.
well. And it's like, oh my God, here we are. Let's give you some really heavy duty responsibility.
Sorry, I just asked for a new number. So once more, please, Cole.
No worries, no worries. I just saw that. And
Yeah.
here, looking at Telegram. Perfect. Okay, that should work now.
Okay, now it's loading.
This will be the moment you're in, Peter. This will be that moment in time when you're actually officially part of C4C core team. Maybe we can celebrate.
It's getting
that.
green.
It's getting
I'm in.
green.
Let's go.
Yay. Cool.
Yay! So we just
Okay.
became even more decentralized into the Czech Republic, which is pretty exciting
Cool.
to me.
Okay, sorry, Aram, for interruption. Please, please continue with the.
No, it's great to have you on board. Need to
To-do list.
celebrate that. Newman, you stay warm, huh, with all the snow around you.
Yeah.
Peter and I spent half a day trying to figure this out. You know, so it's really cool that this happened online just now. Peter's into our Google Drive, so I see your snow. It's nothing compared to what we have, but it's bad for California. That I understand.
Well, once we clear off the jackknifed semi trucks, and my sister-in-law can make it back to her my niece and nephew, then we'll be good. But because it is building up the snowpack, and we're gonna fill up my lake, and that's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. There's gonna be bass fishing in Clear Lake, so come on down.
There's goods and bads, especially if there's anything budding right now.
Sorry to cut you. We just have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking for the event, what I thought about the third week. Oh, what disappeared? No. I thought about the third week of every Thursday, the third week of every month. But I see there is the European Town Hall, which I don't want to. I don't know. Wednesday is captured. Tuesday, maybe we can do it Tuesday at 6 p.m. UTC. Tuesday is a good day, right?
Good for me.
Like 6 p.m. UTC every third week, or we can do it fourth week of every month. Maybe fourth week would be easier for people to remember. Peter, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Once a month sounds good for me. I think it's better than 3.
Yeah, so once a month, but what number of the week? The third week, the fourth week? What are we thinking? The middle of the month?
Tuesday 6 p.m. UTC, fourth week of each month. So the fourth week's.
Yeah, well,
okay.
If we are asking for what was happening, like a summary, it makes sense to do it by the end of the month.
Yeah, good point.
Perfect.
So the first event is going to be in March 28. March 28, 2023 is the first event. So Tuesday will be Tuesday, 6 p.m. UTC, first week of each month. Perfect. First event. Someone was fast, huh, to write it in. Great. First event, March 2028. Okay, so let's. I mean,
Paul,
no,
do you need to be updated on this or not? What we're doing?
Yeah. So. Yeah. It's like basically we are going to initiate a cross-community, cross-impact companies monthly update event. Each one is coming for 2-3 minutes. Call is always up to date. Okay, good. Good. So I'm excited about that. So that's one key objective for us for 2023, which I think is very important, very helpful for the community. And together with that, what I suggest is let's start thinking about the databases we want to build. We want to build 2 databases, one for companies that people can come and have kind of the impact companies in the ecosystem, and second for impact people in the ecosystem that could support you and help you and connect. And that may be something to think about for Tuesday. And we can start discussing that. That's it. I think if it's okay, we are in the end of the hour. Newman, do you want to give a closing?
Give me a title. Sorry, give me a title. And I'm just going to confirm it because I am going to add it to our C4C Google Calendar, and we can add in details for it afterwards. We're holding the place for it now.
So I started
title.
monthly cross-community meetup, but I don't know, it's not a very sexy name. So monthly.
So let's just a sec here. And we said 6 p.m.
6 p.m. UTC every Tuesday, 4th of the month.
So 6 p.m.
Cool, you're smiling.
4 p.m. 5, 6. We have PBL working group at 6:30. Weekly playground on the 28th of March is 1700 to, and I could be in the wrong time. I think it's in UTC.
I don't see it here, so I don't know. I don't see it anymore on my.
It's part of the C4C impact community. If you're in the Google Calendar, our C4C is 1800 too late.
1800 is fine.
Okay, so let's add it. And what are we calling it for now?
Monthly, I don't know if it's impact, Cardano impact update, we can call it.
Monthly Cardano impact updates.
Yeah.
Community wide. And I'll see if I can add a description. I do have find a time, but add description. So we're going to say update and more information coming. And that's it. And
yeah,
how
that's great.
long?
Then we need 1 hour, not more.
1 hour? Just 1 hour. Cool.
Just one update. That's it. 2 3 minutes
does
update.
Not repeat. Just a second. I'm going to do it monthly on last Tuesday. There, it's a repeating event. Updates and more info coming. It's in.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So, Newman, you want to give last words? Let's close it up. So, thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Yep. Sure. Thanks, everyone, for attending, listening to the end of the video. You can like and subscribe, leave a comment. And the next meeting will be, I believe, Tuesday. Check our calendar for all the events coming up. Join our meetup. You can check on who's scheduled to present at the Miro board, which is on the link tree in the description down below. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you.